I love POV horror movies, I love coming of age movies, I love pretentious little movies where people are feeling a little bit lost in life, but has this always been my taste in movies? Today, we're going to find out. Hello, my name is Paul and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a video that I'm weirdly nervous about because I'm going to be going back in time, not literally, but I'm going to be looking at a list of movies that I watched in 2018 and I'm going to compare them with the movies that I've been watching recently over the last 2 years, because in the last 2 years, if you did not know, I moved into my own place, and in my own place is where I've been really diving into movies. It's when I started making a YouTube channel. It's when I kind of started like caring about movies, if that's a way to put it. But before this, I used to watch movies in a really weird way. Not weird way, but I never watched movies on my own. I don't know what it was, but I only really started watching movies alone once I moved into this apartment, and I absolutely love it. I would never change it, but I just don't know it. But before this, I just never watched movies on my own. I only watched it with a group of friends every weekend, and I don't know. A lot of things have changed. I'm really curious about movies now. I'm going to go back in time and see what sort of taste I had in movies, and I'm a little bit nervous because I do not know what to expect, and let's just go. Let's just look at the list. Okay, so I have my IMDb here. If you can see at the very top, I have watched 173 movies, which if I watch another movie today is the highest amount of movies that I've watched ever in a year, which is going to be 174 plus or whatever. But anyway, we're not going to be looking at that. We're going to be looking at the list here at the bottom that says 2018, and I feel a little bit nervous. I don't know why I feel nervous, but I've not looked at this list in a very long time. And let's go. I'm going to go straight to the bottom without looking, and let's see what I watched in 2018. I think 2018, for a little bit of context, is when I finished my secondary school education and I went into university and I did a film module. Did I do a film module first year? No, I didn't. I did it in second year. So here, I don't even think I would have had like any influence from like lectures or university, and maybe a few people telling me things, being like, oh, you should watch this movie, but that's about it. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, Better Watch Out. Okay, so I started the year with Better Watch Out, and you know what? I still really like this movie. I think it's fun. I don't think it's a great movie, but I think it is fun. Then I watched Super Dark Times, and you know, if I was to rewatch this movie, I don't really remember. I just know it's a group of kids and they accidentally kill a friend, and it's them trying to kind of like cover up the murder. I understand why I liked it, but I feel like if I watched it now, I definitely would like the movie, you know? So, you know what? I'm doing okay so far. These are two things that I would watch now, and you know what? I feel like this year I will definitely rewatch Better Watch Out, because I actually don't hate that movie. I have rewatched it. I think it was like 2 years ago. But anyway, then I watched Mother, and there's no way I understood that movie. And I definitely would not understand that movie now if I was to watch it, because Darren Aronofsky, is that his name? He just has a lot of symbolism and things that just goes over my head. So, you know what? It is a movie that I watch. Emily. What the fuck is this? Oh, I do not remember this movie at all. Nope. The cover looks horrific. I've never heard of this movie in my life, so it was probably something that I saw on Netflix, and I was like, oh, this looks grand. Big Mouth. Nope, I would not watch Big Mouth now, because I don't really like Big Mouth. End of the Fucking World. I like that show. I've watched it, all the seasons that have come out so far, and I gave it a 9. I was like actually rating things back in the day. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I like that show. So good. Adventureland, I gave an 8. Okay. I don't think I would give it an 8. It's a fine movie, but I think that's all it is. I don't feel like home in this world anymore. I remember watching this and like not really paying attention, and I feel like if I watched the movie now, I would not be paying attention. So it's definitely not really my cup of tea. Then we have Bo Burnham. I like in one of my vlogs or something, in one of my videos, I spoke about watching Bo Burnham. Good Will Hunting, good movie. Black Mirror, I still like Black Mirror. I remember being like, whoa, it's so deep. It's like the most important show ever. You don't understand the importance of Black Mirror, how deep it is. And it's not that deep. It's just a little bit of fun, I suppose. Home and Away, I think I watched that with my ex-girlfriend on TV a few times. I won't say anything. Good Time, fucking class movie. Again, I feel like I watched this movie. I kind of remember watching it and like not paying attention. I feel like I should rewatch it, because that is a good fucking movie. Yes, the Safdie brothers. Yeah. Oh no, Get Out. Okay, on to the next. The Sinner. I remember watching that show, and the first season blew me away, and then I got bored of it, and I don't really know. And so far, I don't have like a concrete taste. I just kind of watched anything that I would have come up with my friends and that just looked half good that they maybe told me about. But The Sinner is a show that I maybe would watch now, but I don't know if I would. I don't know. I just don't think. I love the first season, but that's all I could really say about it. The Young Offenders, the most Irish thing ever. Maybe I would watch it now, just kind of in the background as something, as an easy watch. Anastasia, I fell asleep during this movie, which is embarrassing. Now You See Me, the first one was good, but the second one was not good. So these I would kind of watch. Hunt for the Wilder People, I still love that movie. Then we have casting John Bonet. I remember loving the style of this documentary, but I remember being like, I'm not sure if I enjoyed the actual documentary, but the style of it I did love. I remember watching Baby Driver and being like, oh my god, this is fucking incredible. And it is, don't get me wrong, it is incredible, but I thought it was like a movie that's going to change everything, and it's just a good movie. Penelope, I have no idea what that is. Creed, I do not remember watching that. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, I fucking love that movie. Venture Goes Off, and I think it was the first time I ever watched that movie, and I absolutely loved it. Me, Earl, and the Giant Girl. I remember watching this and being like, oh, we should study this in school, because it's a movie that should be studied, I feel like, and I still gonna stick with it. I feel like it's a movie that would be good to study. Then we have It's Kind of a Funny Story. I don't think I would watch that now. Three Billboards Over Ebbing, Missouri, I think that was called. An American Beauty, Grand Budapest Hotel, Wind River, and Misery. All good movies. Go Young Me. These are some good movies. Scott Pilgrim, John Wick, Pulp Fiction. Damn, okay. You know what? Let's go back to 19-year-old me. I was doing good. This camera isn't doing good though. There you go. The young me was doing good. I'm quite happy with these. Fundamentals of Caring, it was fine. Young Youth and Consequence. What? Oh, because it was Anna Akana. I remember her. She's a YouTuber, and I probably watched it because of her. Deadpool. No, that's definitely not. Nope. And All Shook Up, I watched because there was a performance of it, like an adaptation of it in my school, so I think that's why I watched it. Then we have Mobo Burnham, La La Land. Oh my gosh, this is the first time I watched La La Land, and that is the day my life changed, because if you do not know me, La La Land is one of my favorite movies of all time, if not my favorite movie of all time. I fucking love that movie. So go me. Glow, I think I watched the first season with it, because I literally think I only watched it because of Alison Bray. Lady Bird, first time watching it. Oh man, I wish I could go back and rewatch some of these movies for the first time, because American Psycho, he's just like me. Moonrise Kingdom, Eastern Promises, on my block. I think I gave up after the first season. District 9, How to Train Your Dragon. Bridesmaids, probably watched it with someone. I don't know. It's not an incredible movie. Guardians of the Galaxy, I still love the first one. Shrek, Inside Out. Damn. Okay. Okay, so things, you know what? Compared to my taste now, I feel like I would watch definitely more like pretentious things. But in general, like stuff here is kind of good. I'm quite impressed with myself. I can tell so far that it was just things that were on like Netflix, or things that were just on a DVD, just whatever. There was no kind of like thought behind the movies I watched, which is, I think, is good, because I'm not overthinking picking a movie like I do now. But anyway, then I watched 13 Reasons Why, and I remember watching this in bed on, like, remember those like apps wherever you can both share a screen and you're like on call? That's how I watched it on my iPhone 6. Yeah, good time. I think I stopped watching it after 2 seasons, but it went on and on, didn't it? Social Network, King Lear, Juno. Watched King Lear because of school I was studying it, and it used to confuse me, The World, and I didn't like it at the time, and I don't really like it now. The Perks of Being a Wallflower, Incredibles. So see what I mean? It's like the movies here are just so hectic. Game Night, it's still a movie for me that's a guilty pleasure. Like here, there's just kind of like no pattern. It's just a bit of a mental, I don't know, it's a bit of a just whatever. That's the thing that stands out to me the most. When Happy Death Day, I did not even know that I watched Happy Death Day, because I rewatched that. I rewatched that last week. Apparently rewatched it, and I actually really liked it. I had a good time with it. The Stanford Prison Experiment, I remember like that making me think a lot, and it's probably not as deep as I thought it was, but it was really interesting to see like the power dynamics. And Christopher Robin, I remember I remember watching Christopher Robin in the cinema and being like, this is the best movie ever made. Just absolutely fucking incredible. Greatest Showman, nope, definitely not for me. Searching, fucking love To Call Me By Your Name. Hereditary, oh, Creep, and The Gift. I think I watched it with my friends in university. That's when I just made friends in university. Creep is like one of my favorite POV horror movies ever. Like, I fucking love it. It's Always Sunny. Nah, I think I watched that on my own in university. And just We're the Millers the Night Before. Jack White. This is where it's like, what the fuck? You can tell I watched this with friends in university, because we have like Jack Whitehall's shitty Christmas movies, the Santa Claus versus, like, here, what the fuck is going on here? La La Land, very good. But here, oh, Slippery Slope, I think I was just shit watching, which is fine. There's no harm in that, but I don't know if I could stick that many awful movies in a row. Like, you know me, I love watching my shit movies, especially my shit horror movies, but watching this many shit movies in a row, I don't know if I could do. Scary Movie 2, I want to make a video where I rewatch Scary Movie 2. Then I watched The Sinner. again, apparently. 16 calendars. I don't remember a lot of these movies. The new Halloween. Oh, is that it? Is that my entire list? That's 108 movies? No way, what? 106. Wow, that felt like a very list. Like, there's no movie here that I feel... okay, aside from like Creep and La La Land and like Lady Bird and all them movies, the rest of the list just feels like it's very... Like, it just feels very... Like, there's nothing special about it. It just feels... Like, I feel like I was just watching movies passively just to watch movies, and that's perfectly fine, and that's something I'm going to touch on a little bit after I stop speaking about this. But, okay, what from this list would I watch now and, like, really love, or, like, do you know what I mean? Like, what are the things that I would carry on to older me right now? Okay, so let's go through the list. Nothing here, La La Land. Yes, we're going to obviously take La La Land. Best fucking incredible movie. What else? Creep, all the Creep movies, The Prestige, Call Me By Your Name, Searching, Stanford Prison Experiment. I still think it's cool to talk about. Kevin, Death Day, Game Night, A Quiet Place. I remember the first time, I think it was this time that I watched Quiet Place. Right, so we watched it on some streaming website, and we didn't have subtitles. So do you know the way they like make noises or they communicate in a certain way, and you need subtitles? That just wasn't a thing for us, and the movie went over our heads, so I had to rewatch it the next year after I realized, which is great. Incredibles, fucking class. Social Network, what else would I bring with me to now? Maybe Guardians of the Galaxy. Obviously Shrek, Eastern Promises is quite good. Lady Bird, yes. We have American Psycho, all the Bo Burnham movies, stand-ups. Pulp Fiction, of course, Revenant, Scott Pilgrim. John Wick I didn't like, and the reason I didn't like John Wick, this is so petty. Are you ready for this? I didn't like it because the Russian in the movie is awful. Because I speak Russian, and that is such a stupid reason to not like a movie, but I literally have held this hatred towards those movies simply because of that. Isn't that so stupid? Anyway, American Beauty. I heard somebody say on Twitter that American Beauty, growing up is realizing American Beauty is mid. American Beauty is a good movie. Just fucking chill. Chill acts. Okay, what else would I bring with me? What would I watch now, basically? Like, not shit watch. We need to separate shit watching, because I love my shit watching, as I've said, but I just meant sit down and watch. Okay, that's it. What else? Nothing here. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, 3 Billboards. Mother, and maybe Better Watch Out. That's it. Stop the screen sharing thing. That's all I would watch now, and I could definitely say confidently, let's go to the movies that I've watched this year, just for a little bit of a comparison. These are the things that I've been watching now, and they're definitely a little bit more, like, I really like to spend my time thinking about. I'm not saying my taste is better, or anything like that. I know this sounds like ridiculously pretentious. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying now is that I feel like I kind of try care about my movies more. I try think, instead of just watching something for the sake of watching, I like watching a movie that I know, yeah, I say that as Grown Ups 2 isn't fucking this list. I try watch movies that I feel like I would actually really like and will like leave an impression on me or impact me in some way. And I know that sounds ridiculously pretentious, but I also feel like it'd be great if I could go back to a time where I just didn't care about it at all, because it's kind of like a dilemma I'm having right now where I overthink and I stress too much about the movies that I'm watching, and I feel like it's taking the enjoyment of watching movies out of watching movies for me, because I'm stressing like, oh, should I be watching more classics? Should I be watching this? Should I be watching that? And going back to 2018 me, it's just watching movies because you love movies and you watch movies because you are just having fun, and I kind of want to go back to that mentality, but I feel like I can't, because I'm just stuck in this cycle of, oh, I need to watch these movies, because if I don't watch these movies, I can't consider myself a person who really loves movies. And it's this weird internal battle I have with myself, and it's a bit silly. And I feel like this is still 2023. I wish I could go back to this, because this is what made me fall in love with movies and kind of like paved the path for me to be where I am here. As depressing and pretentious as that sounds, this is where it kind of started and brought me here, and it's a good list. You know, I have a lot of memories with the movies on this list, and it was really nice to go back and see what I watched and just kind of remember those times. And yeah, that was really sweet. Has my taste changed? Definitely, but there's still some classics and like movies that I just did not expect to have on this list. So that was really fun, and thank you so much for watching if you stuck around this far into the video. And have your tastes changed in movies? What sort of things did you watch like 5 years ago, and do you think it's changed Why? Why do you think it's changed? Because for me, they have, because one, I'm living on my own. Two, I feel like I've just grown up a little bit more. And number three, I'm making this YouTube channel. I feel like I'm obviously trying to try harder with the movies I discuss and I don't know. I feel like just life in general has shaped me to discover more movies. And I really, really like that because I've obviously found some incredible movies I really fucking love over the last few years. But again, this kind of time of innocence is something that I really loved, which was really cool. I have no idea if I made any sense there. I probably did not. But those are the factors that have impacted me and why my taste in movies has changed. But it's always cool because I'm curious. I'm always curious to find new movies. I love finding new shit. And it's great because I remember having this mentality, like there's not a lot of foreign movies on that list, if any. And I love that now. I kind of got rid of that stupid mindset being like, I'm not reading subtitles, I'm not watching foreign movies, because like opening myself up to foreign movies has been absolutely fucking incredible. And just, you know, spending time watching YouTubers, you know, like Carson Runquist speak about movies, and he's like, oh, I watched this, and I'm like, okay, I'll watch it because it sounds interesting. And from that, finding a new favorite director, a new favorite movie, and then just going down these like rabbit holes of movies, of finding movies that have impacted me so much. And it's great because like this road of discovering movies has been so fucking fun. So yes, that my taste in movies has changed, definitely. The biggest factor is this YouTube channel and living on my own. I'm going to stop talking shit, but anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to answer my question. Has your movie taste changed? Why? What did you watch 5 years ago? What do you watch now? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Fuck, that was hectic.